So once you finish downloading VS Code, when you open it up, you should land at this page. So now we need to pick a folder where we would then have our Python files itself, right? So here we'll click open folder and let's look for our folder. Before starting this course, I made a new folder called exceed inside of my documents. And as you can see here, it's an empty folder, right? We can just click select folder and it should open up a page that looks like this. Similar, right? If you don't get something like this, you can just click on this Explorer and it should have our folder right here with the name of the folder. If you right click here and click new file, we can then make a new file, a Python file, right? So we would name this file hello. So how we would say that this is a Python file, we would do a .py. We click enter and it's made that file for us, right? So now let's say we want to run some code. We then would write down our first line of code, which is the hello world, right? So we write down print hello world and yeah. So once we have our code written down, the print hello world, how will we actually run this code, right? How do we get our computer to print out hello world? Well, before I mentioned that we had to install a different plugin. We need to install Python onto VS Code itself so that it can run straight from VS Code. We go down here to this extension right here and we'll type in Python right here. The moment we click on Python, we can then see that it's a extension by Microsoft, right? We just click install and it should install this. So see, as you can see right here, it finished installing and we can go back to our file. And as you can see right here, a new little green button has appeared for us. If we click this button right here, it should run this code that we've written, right? So we click this and it should say hello world, right? And let's say we want to change this up a little bit. Let's say we want to, let's say hello YouTube instead, right? If we click this button right here, it will then say hello YouTube right there. Cool, right? So you ran your first file now. So let's move on to the other IDE, Pycharm. So once you finish installing Pycharm, you should have something like this pop up once you finish installing and opening it up, right? So here we can just click that we want to make a new project and we can just say that we want to make a Python project, right? We can then say, give it a name like whatever, right? Let's call this exceed. Just click create. Pycharm itself should just make this for us. We don't need to install anything. We don't need to set up anything differently. Like VS Code where we have to install a extension. Here, it's already done for us. It just takes a little longer since it's a full IDE instead of a text editor like VS Code. So for Pycharm itself, it gave us a sample hello Pycharm function, right? Over here, you can see all your folders itself over here. And over here, up here, you can then see the little play button. If you click this play button, Python will then run this code right here, which will run the hi command, right? So we print this. It will also say hi Pycharm, just like it was in the VS Code. So it's both the same thing, but Pycharm, it comes with Python for you. It comes with most of the stuff for you. You don't need to install it yourself. Okay, so that's it for today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.